Good morning, teacher. Can I ask you something? Honestly, I've been trying to learn English for years, but I always feel stuck. Now it's 2026, and I don't know what really works anymore. There are so many apps, videos, AI tools, and courses. I feel lost. That's a very honest question, and I'm glad you asked it. The truth is, learning English in 2026 is very different. It is very different from learning English 10 years ago, James. And I'll tell you why. We have more tools, more information, and more opportunities than ever before. That's the truth. But at the same time, we also have more distractions, more confusion, and of course, we also have more pressure. So, the key today is not learning more, but learning smarter. So, the first thing you have to do is stop studying English. What? What do you mean by stop studying English? I don't mean stop learning. I mean, stop treating English like a school subject. In 2026, English is not something you study for exams. It's a tool you use to live, work, and connect with the world. Many students still spend hours memorizing grammar rules, but they never use English in real situations. That's why they feel stuck. What works now is daily use, even if it's imperfect. Listening to short conversations, watching videos about real life, reading comments, sending messages, or speaking to yourself in English. I mean, 5 to 10 minutes of real use every day is better. It is much better than 1 hour of boring study once a week. The other thing you have to do is use technology, but don't depend on it. There are so many AI tools now. Should I use them? Yes, but carefully. In 2026, AI is a powerful assistant, not a teacher. Many students make the mistake of letting AI do everything for them: translations, writing, speaking, everything. That feels comfortable, but it doesn't help your brain learn. The smart way is to use technology to support, not replace your thinking. For example, you can ask AI to explain a phrase, correct your sentence, or give you examples, but then you should repeat it, say it out loud, and try to use it in your own words. English grows when you do the work, not when a machine does it for you. What else? Oh, learn English from people, not from textbooks. I mean, textbooks are not bad, but they are not enough. In 2026, real English comes from real people, from conversations, podcasts, interviews, stories, and daily life situations. Textbooks often teach perfect sentences that nobody actually uses in real life. That's why I always recommend learning from conversations. Conversations about family, work, money, relationships, problems, and emotions. When you hear how people really speak, you start to understand rhythm, tone, and natural expressions. It helps a lot. This is what makes your English sound human, not robotic. Oh, also, learn English for your life, not for English. Many learners ask, how do I learn English? A better question is, what do I want to do in English? In 2026, English should be connected to your life, your job, your goals, your problems, your interests. If you like business, learn English through business conversations. If you like family topics, learn through family stories. When English is connected to something you care about, your brain remembers it faster and longer. Believe me. Oh, also, speak alone before you speak with people. I am sure you feel embarrassed speaking with others. That's why one of the best techniques in 2026 is speaking alone. Talking to yourself may sound strange, but it works incredibly well. You can describe your day, explain a problem, or repeat conversations you hear. This helps you build confidence in a safe space. When you speak alone, there is no pressure, no judgment. Over time, your brain becomes comfortable producing English, and speaking with others becomes much easier. Seriously. Oh, very important. Repeat less, understand more. Repetition is useful, but only if you understand what you repeat. In 2026, learning English is not about repeating 100 sentences. It's about deeply understanding 10 useful ones. When you understand why a sentence is used, when it is used, and how it sounds in real life, you can reuse it in many situations. I always tell my students, don't memorize vocabulary lists. Learn phrases, patterns, and full ideas. That's how fluent speakers think. Another important one, learn English even on bad days. Motivation comes and goes, discipline stays. In 2026, the most successful learners are not the most motivated ones, but the most consistent ones. Even on bad days, you can listen to 5 minutes of English or read one short conversation or repeat one sentence. Small actions every day build big results over time. Believe me. And finally, accept mistakes as part of your identity. Mistakes are not a problem. Silence is the problem. In 2026, English learners who improve are the ones who speak, make mistakes, correct them, and move on. Perfect English does not exist. Even native speakers make mistakes. When you stop being afraid of mistakes, your English improves faster. Confidence grows when fear disappears. Remember that. So, do you really think I can improve my English this year? Yes, but only if you stop waiting for the perfect method. English in 2026 is about using what you have, where you are, with consistency. You don't need more apps. What you need is more action. If you listen, speak, think, and live a little in English every day, your English will change. And one day you'll realize you are no longer learning English. You are using it. So, are you ready to learn English this year? Let me know in the comments.